construction of a Titan begins not by reaching upward, but by plunging deep into the earth. For a skyscraper of this magnitude, the foundation must anchor into the very bedrock of the city. We begin with a massive square excavation, a deep pit carved out of the urban landscape. Hydraulic piling rigs are the first machines on the battlefield. Their long, rotating steel augers churn through layers of clay, sand, and stone, reaching depths that will ensure the building never shifts under the immense weight of its own vertical ambition. As the dirt is hauled away by a relentless cycle of dump trucks, the pit transforms into a structured arena. We see the installation of steel shoring, preventing the surrounding city from collapsing inward. Once the target depth is achieved, the mechanical focus shifts to the rebar mat. Thousands of tons of high-tensile steel rods are woven together into a dense, complex metallic mesh. This isn't just a floor, it's a structural bridge between the building and the planet. Finally, the logistics hit their peak with the foundation mat pour. A fleet of concrete mixers lines the streets, feeding long-reach boom pumps that surge grey, liquid stone into the labyrinth of steel. Steam rises from the curing process, a chemical heat marking the birth of the tower's monolithic base. With the foundation cured, the building begins its slow, steady ascent from the darkness of the subterranean levels. This is the substructure phase, where we build the high-capacity basements that will house the skyscraper's critical infrastructure. The central concrete core starts its vertical march, utilizing a climbing formwork system that ratchets upward in synchronized motion. Horizontal steel beams are swung into place by our tower cranes, connecting the massive perimeter columns to the central core. This grid becomes the skeleton for the basement floors. Metal decking is laid down and thin, high-strength concrete slabs are poured, creating multiple layers of functional space beneath the city's surface. The engineering precision required here is extreme. Every bolt and every weld must be perfect to support the 100 stories that will soon follow. As the structure approaches street level, we see the installation of massive steel outrigger beams, designed to anchor the core for maximum wind stability. The transition from the deep pit to the horizon of the city streets is a major milestone. The lobby floor plate is poured next, a sprawling expanse of concrete that defines the building's footprint on the urban grid. For the first time, pedestrians and city traffic interact with the rising Titan as it officially emerges into the skyline during the golden hour. Step 3. Superstructure ascent. Now, the tower enters its most aggressive growth phase. The superstructure begins to replicate itself upward with the rhythmic precision of a factory assembly line. We see a vertical gradient of construction, finished floors at the bottom, active concrete pouring in the middle, and a raw steel skeleton at the top. The central core formwork is always the vanguard, leading the way toward the clouds. Steel skeletal framing follows closely behind, with heavy-duty white tower cranes hoisting massive beams hundreds of feet into the air. Ironworkers, operating at dizzying heights, secure these beams with oversized structural bolts. The sheer mechanical power on display is staggering. Vertical concrete pumps vibrate under the pressure required to send wet mix 60, 80, and 90 stories up through the building's heart. As the tower pierces the lower cloud layer, the air thins and the complexity of the steelwork increases. Massive diagonal bracing is integrated for seismic and wind load damping, visible as a diamond-patterned reinforcements. The surrounding skyscrapers, once giants in their own right, begin to look like miniature models from our vantage point. This is structural evolution at its peak, transforming thousands of tons of raw material into a single, vertical needle of engineering triumph. Step 4. Facade and curtain wall installation. While the steel continues to climb, the building begins to receive its skin. The glass curtain wall installation is a feat of both logistics and aesthetic precision. High-tech suction cup rigs are deployed to lift multi-story panels of blue-tinted reflective glass. These panels are slotted into aluminum frames, creating a seamless, weather-tight envelope that reflects the sprawling urban landscape. The contrast between the raw, matte grey industrial steel of the upper levels and the sleek, polished glass below is a testament to the project's progression. At mid-tower, we focus on the massive outrigger trusses. These giant steel braces are the building's primary defense against the swaying forces of high-altitude winds. Welders work late into the evening, their blue sparks cascading down the side of the glass pillars. The glass facade rapidly chases with a rising steel, reaching higher every day. As the sun sets, the building turns into a glowing amber pillar, catching the fiery red of the sky. This skin is not just for show, it is an engineered barrier designed to withstand extreme temperature shifts and hurricane-force winds at the tower's peak. The skyscraper is no longer just a skeleton, it is becoming a living, shimmering landmark. We have reached the pinnacle. The tower cranes are now operating at eye level with the peak floor 100. This is the topping out phase, the moment the building reaches its final structural height. The cranes lift the first massive segment of the steel spire, an aerodynamic monument designed to pierce the sky. High-altitude winds are visibly shaking the rigging cables, making this one of the most dangerous and precise operations in the entire project. Just below the spire, the mechanical floors are being integrated. Massive HVAC chillers and high-voltage electrical generators are lowered through open roof sections, filling the tower's heart with its life support systems. This dense grid of pipes and machinery contrasts sharply with the sleek aesthetics of the facade. The final segment of the spire, topped with a high-intensity aviation beacon, is hoisted into position. As ironworkers secure the final bolts, the beacon light is activated for the first time, marking the building's official dominance of the skyline. The twilight sky provides a dramatic silhouette for the finished spire. The tower cranes, having served their purpose, are finally dismantled and lowered to the ground, leaving behind a vertical monument of glass and steel that is now perfectly integrated into the clouds. The focus now shifts from the sky to the interior. We dive into the cavernous ground floor lobby, where the structural concrete core is being encased in polished white marble. Multi-story glass panes are installed for the grand entrance, flooding the space with natural light. The scale is monumental, matching the building's exterior ambition. Inside the core, we find the skyscraper's nervous system, the high-speed elevator shafts. Technicians work on top of elevator cars, aligning steel guide rails with laser precision. Sparks fly as guide rails are smoothed and cables are tensioned. Moving up to the 90th floor, we enter a luxury penthouse. The space transitions from a raw concrete shell to a high-end sanctuary. Premium hardwood flooring is laid, and structural columns are encased in decorative panels. The floor-to-ceiling windows offer a view that is truly elite, putting residents literally above the clouds. We also pass through the sky lobby on floor 60, a double-height transition zone filled with corporate elegance and modern furniture. Every detail, from the gold fixtures in the luxury bathrooms to the massive digital screens in the sky lobbies, is designed to reflect the ultimate achievement of this construction project, the pinnacle of high-altitude living and prestige. The construction lights are replaced by the warm, celebratory glow of a finished masterpiece. The grand lobby is now open to the public, teeming with life as the first residents and visitors enter the skyscraper. The marble floors are polished to a mirror finish, reflecting the glowing chandeliers and the bustling energy of a thriving metropolis. As night falls, the tower truly comes alive. Every window begins to glow, floor by floor, as the lighting systems are fully activated. The spire light pierces the dark night sky, acting as a beacon for the entire region. From the top-floor observatory, visitors look down at the glittering city lights thousands of feet below, silhouetted against the massive glass walls that offer infinite depth. The transition from an active construction site to a functional piece of the city is now complete. Our final view is a massive dawn sweep across the entire urban skyline. The ultra-tall skyscraper stands at the center, its spire catching the first light of the sun. It is more than just concrete and steel, it is a symbol of human ambition and structural triumph, a monolithic titan that has forever redefined the city it calls home.